Yo, what is up, everybody? And today we are back on the channel with another Titans Madden 26 franchise video. And we're back with a good one, the AFC Conference Championship game. One more game to go for our Titans. Man, oh man, it was a journey to get here. It was an absolute journey. First round of the playoffs, we take care of the Broncos. We do what we need to do. But last week, Music City Miracle down 35 to 13 in the middle of the third quarter. We come all the way back to get our dub. Nobody can say we don't deserve to be here because we thought this was going to be a rebuild year. I said it at the beginning of the season. We're just looking to rebuild this team. This team's not going too far, probably. Like, not to be not confident in myself, but like, come on, it's the Titans. Like, not the best team in the world. Definitely need some adjustments in a lot of spots. But we made it. We're here. We did what we need to do. 13-4 all the way through the regular season. Got our big two playoff dubs, but that does not mean the journey is over. We have two games to go. We need to win this game, make it to the Super Bowl, and bring the trophy home. That's what we need to do. But today we are seeing a common opponent, the Jacksonville Jaguars, and off the season, our record against them is 1-1. But like honestly, I'm a little. I guess you could say I'm a little cocky when it comes to this. I'm not really gonna say 1-1. I'm gonna say 1-0. Cause like, does the second game really count? Like, I know you guys didn't really see that game, and it's kind of funny that one of the games I lost, you guys don't see. But look, like truly, I wasn't trying to like BS. I don't know where that game went. Like, I went on Twitch because that's how I really get all this game footage. I go on Twitch and I just like download the videos after the stream ended, and most likely I probably just waited too long and it disappeared. But whatever, I'm saying my record is 1-0. The second time we played our backups, and we only lost by 10 with our backups. And reminder, he was playing his full starters. But we're not going to talk about that. That's in the past. We're in the present as we are underway. As Cam Little is kicking off to Marcus Harris, who will have returned. Marcus Harris gets a little bit of a gap, but that gap is shortly ended by Jack Kaiser. Now, wait for it. First and 10, we hand the ball off to Tony Pollard, who gets a little bit of space, but he has been taken down. Second and 4, we have a nice little like night game. I like the little background there. Like it's not like if you guys look at that background, like the skyline, like it's not too night, but it's not too day. If you know what I mean, like it's just that mid part. Like it's not too much of a nighttime, but not too much of a daytime, and it looks really great. Props to EA on that one. As Tony Pollard makes a good move, cuts it back inside, fighting for the extra yards, gets a first down. Now first and 10 from the 29-yard line. Good drive going here for the Titans. Jags dialing up a blitz, but it's picked up, and we go for, you go for Kim DK, but Cam Ward just overthrew it a little bit there as now second and 10. We hit it off to Tony Pollard. Tony Pollard, an amazing spin move, and Tony Pollard is going to put the first point on the board as he gets a little sturdy in the end zone there. And the Titans take a 7-0 lead, picking up where we left off, scoring. As now Joey Sly is here to kick it away to Brayshaw Tootin. And one thing about that touchdown is Brayshaw Tootin has a little bit of a hole, but he closes it up quickly. That was a crazy move. I'm not really a fan of the spin moves anymore. I don't know, or maybe it's just because Tony. More likely, I'm just not a fan of doing spin moves with Tony Pollard. I don't know what it is. Like for Tony Pollard, he's not that much of an elusive back to me. He seems like more of a power back. So I'm not really that used to like doing all those little juke moves and stuff. As Travis Hunter has a first down, running backwards to go forwards, as he gets a couple extra yards. Now the Jags at the 37-yard line, but like to me, Tony Pollard seems like more of a power back. I don't know. His moves just don't seem like as fast as he would with other running backs. So doing him pulling off the spin move the way he did that like actually surprised me. I was very flabbergasted. But as you can tell, that's a one-on-one situation. Obviously, the defender wasn't expecting that either. He got his ankles taken away as Trevor Lawrence goes underneath for Brayshaw Tootin, who gets about a 7-yard gain. And I don't know if I talked about this. I probably did against the first matchup as Trevor Lawrence goes underneath to Travis Hunter, as Travis Hunter will run away from Kyer Elam, and the Jags tie it up just like that. And Brayshaw Tootin, going back to it, Brayshaw Tootin has really been a stud in Jacksonville. He has found his ground and he has just ran with it, taking the starting spot from Travis Etienne, and he honestly never gave it. He never gave it up, and Travis Etienne is probably a little mad about that one as Cam Ward is going down the seam. It's almost picked off, but Calvin really got enough of his fingertips on it just to have it blasted away as Tony Pollard on second and 10 gets about a 2-yard gain. Now third and 8, play clock winding down. Cam Ward dropping back to pass out of the trips formation, going underneath for Pollard, who hangs on, and it's fourth and inches. And what will the Titans do? They decide to go for it. No quarterback in. Tony Pollard takes it up the middle, has an easy first down. We're at the 50-yard line. Tony Pollard over 50 yards rushing, almost at 60 on the day, and this will get him to it as he fights for the extra yards. Now, second and 6. This will most likely be our last play of the quarter, unless it's incomplete as we get it underneath to Gunnar Helm. And with that, Titans will try to hike a play, and they do. They go on the RPO for Kimari DK, who has the first down after being tackled by Travis Hunter. With that, the first quarter is over. Quick little first quarter. Only took up about 5 minutes of video time, which is honestly surprising. Usually they take longer, but now first and 10, first play of the second quarter, we are looking to pass. Cam Ward running out of time, going for Kimari DK, who's open. He readjusts to go for the red accuracy pass, and he just brings it down. Now back in the red zone for the Titans offense, looking amazing today. Cam Ward under pressure gets it underneath to Alec Onyemar, gets blown up there. Luckily, he hangs on to the ball. Second and 8, Tony Pollard in motion, and the 5 wide. Cam Ward going for Calvin Ridley, and it's just knocked out of his hands. Now third and 8 in the 5 wide formation. Cam Ward takes it on the quarterback blast. Cam Ward fighting for the extra yards, and he just gets there. Now first and goal, staying in that same formation. Actually, a different formation. Tony Pollard in motion all the way across the field. They're going for the wide receiver screen, and it almost worked until Devin Lloyd said otherwise. I was really surprised we couldn't get that block off, as now Cam Ward is picked off by Caleb Ransall. But they say a foot was out. The Jags tried to challenge it. It did not work out. Now third and goal. Cam Ward taking it on our RPO play, and he is in easily for the touchdown as the Titans take another 7-point lead. And man, oh man, that RPO, that is our play. Like I claim that nobody knew about that play until I started running it, and then other people. Bro, that RPO read option is something special. It really is something special as Trevor Lawrence misses a wide open Travis Hunter, which is really surprising. About 10 yards in front of him, and he just somehow threw it behind as Trevor Lawrence now dropping back to pass, going deep for Brenton Strange. But luckily, Cody Barton is able to say otherwise and deflects it out of his hands. Now third and 10. Trevor Lawrence obviously lifting the pass, going underneath for Brayshaw Tootin, who dives, but he does not get there. Fourth and inches. The Jags also decide to go for it. Play clock winding down. They hand it off to Brayshaw Tootin, who has an easy first down. But Darnell Baker makes them pay for it as now first and 10. Trevor Lawrence making a line adjustment, obviously blocking or double blocking Jeffrey Simmons, and it works out as Brayshaw Tootin gets it to the 38-yard line. Man, my throat is dry all of a sudden. Brayshaw Tootin taking it on the halfback draw. Brayshaw Tootin into some space. Cedric Gray trying to get him down. Cedric Gray and an extra tight end bring him down just at the 5-yard line. Now the 5 wide formation running around the same thing as we did. Trevor Lawrence has his guy wide open. Brenton Strange is in for the touchdown. Ties it up for the Jags. And both offenses have come out firing on all cylinders, and this is not the way our game went the first time, and not really the way it went the second time. If you think about it, and this gives you guys a little bit more lore on the game that you missed, as the Jags dialing up a blitz and Cam Ward absolutely butchers the ball to Calvin Ridley. But the first and second time, it was kind of mainly different games as Tony Pollard. Obviously, after that first spin move he hits, he continues to try and hit it. got him a couple extra yards as Cam Ward. Oh my God. Almost put his hands into the cookie jar again. Devin Lloyd, fortunately for us, drops it. But going back to the lore of our Jags and Titans game, the first game, obviously we took an early, like what was it, 21 or 24 to 7 lead, and then the Jags started coming back. In that second game, it was kind of almost the opposite. It was like the Jags kind of took that early lead. We didn't really have to come back. Like we were kind of still in it, but like obviously, like I said, the Jags just took that early lead as Kevin Winston Jr. reads that screen, and now it's 3rd and 10. It was made a tackle by him too, as now 3rd and 10. Trevor Lawrence dropping back, passing it to his man Brayshaw Tootin. And one thing about the Jags, these angle routes, to the running back, they love them. Like the Jag user, he will beat you with those angle routes like 9 out of 10 times unless you play it perfectly. You would have to play like perfect coverage. It's now 2nd and 8. Trevor Lawrence dropping back to pass, facing pressure from Jeffrey Simmons. Trevor Lawrence going deep for Brian Thomas Jr., who has a step on Darnell Baker, and Brian Thomas Jr. just brought it in. Looked like it was going to be overthrown, but he just reached the furthest he could. Now 1st and 10 in the red zone. Brayshaw too, and has nowhere to go. The Titans dial up a blitz, and it's a loss of 3 as we also use our first timeout trying to get maybe a score before half because it seems like the Jacks have already found theirs. As Trevor Lawrence's hit as he threw, and luckily for the Jags, he was hit as he threw because it was looking like it was about to be an interception as they dial up the screen pass again. But once again, it does not work. 4 for 14. Cam Little is going to have his field goal easily up and good, and the Jags take a 3-point lead. 46 seconds left to go in the half, and they're going to try to stop the Titans from taking a 4-point lead or even tying this game up as a man in motion on 1st and 10, dropping back to pass. Cam Ward going underneath for Alec Onumire, who tries to work his way to the outside and gets out of bounds, sparing the Titans their final timeout. Is Cam Ward now going up the seam for our new acquisition, Quez Watkins, and this is why we got him. We just we needed that extra wide receiver, and more likely so far we've got him in the kick returner world, and he has played absolutely amazing. As now 1st and 10 out of the no huddle, we go for Okonkwo. Unfortunately, he could not get anywhere close to out of bounds as we are forced to use that last timeout. Now 2nd and 6, we're going underneath for Okonkwo again, and he can't get out of bounds again. The clock is winding down. Titans going no huddle. Looks like they'll have enough time to hike another play. As now on 1st and 10 with 10 seconds left to go, Cam Ward looking deep for Alec Onumire, and it's just overthrown as Joey Slide will now have a 48-yard field goal easily in his range, which is also easily up and good. And on that play right there, we tried to use that same tactic we used in the last game. Um, when we went to Calvin Ridley on that little post route, we tried to pass lead it, but fortunately, Cam Ward decided that he wasn't going to be doing any dots like that anymore. And honestly, if he did pass lead it, that Alec Onumar would have had a good chance at that. Most likely, probably would have been forced out, but he did have a step, so it was almost there. Just got to get the accuracy down. But now, out of halftime, we need to distinguish ourselves. We need to get a defensive stop and take a little bit of a lead. As now 1st and 10, Trevor Lawrence throwing it to a ghost. Well, not really a ghost. He was looking for Brayshaw Tuna, but I guess he was not expecting him to get stuck on the line like that. Now this time he has Brayshaw Tuna, who breaks 2 tackles, 3 now, gets a big gain for the Jags, and that is not Brayshaw Tuna's body to be doing that. That is not his frame. That is honestly kind of crazy. Like Tony Pollard and Brayshaw Tootin seem like two very different characters. Brayshaw Tootin seems like more of an elusive back, but he just played like a power back, and Tony Pollard is supposed to be an elusive back, or he seems like a power back. He's playing like an elusive back. This game is now 3rd and 2. Trevor Lawrence dropping back to pass, and it is instantly sacked by Cedric Gray. Titans dialed that blitz, and the Jags were not ready for it. It's now 4th and 11. Logan Cook here to punt it away. He does not get a lucky bounce as it goes into the end zone. And the Titans start their drive off at the 20-yard line as Tony Pollard has a hole. Tony Pollard gets a good block. One man to beat, and Tony Pollard back jukes into the defensive lineman. And that is not at all what I meant to do. If you guys know one reason why I do most of that training before the game, rushing attack, or a reason why I used to do it to practice on some moves, which the move that we were supposed to use there as Cam Ward is going deep for Kimura DK, who has a step on Greg Newsom, and he comes down with the ball. The move we were looking to do there was actually a hezzy, not a full back juke, as Cam Ward looking for Kim DK on that slam route, but does not work out. He threw it a little behind, but like I was saying, we were looking for a bad juke as now second to goal without up a screen pass, and it just bounces right off. Tony Pollard says it's now third and goal. Man in motion, Cam Ward dropping back, high passing it, and it's almost picked off. This time, Foyce Alucon and the linebackers for the Jags just could not catch today, but I don't know, man. We probably should have had a touchdown on this drive. Well, I guess if I say that, the Jags probably had to pick on this drive too, but uh, that back juke, I mean the hezzy, I really need to figure it out. Cause if I would have hezzied in that moment, Tony Pollard's going for a touchdown. There's no way that defensive tackle was catching up to us. It would have been an easy touchdown, but instead, Tony Pollard decided he was going to pull off his best Lamar Jackson impression and just absolutely butcher it. But it's okay though. We can still stay in this as third and six. Obviously, the Jags in a must-pass situation, and Trevor Lawrence misses his tight end who had a step on the corner route. And we got what we needed until we lost what we needed. It was almost a block punt, but block punt turns into roughing the punter real fast, and that is Jabril Cox, our weak side linebacker. Not a lot of playing time, but he could have had a big play right there. Unfortunately, he's just a millisecond too late as Brayshaw Tunin has a lot of space on the screen pass, working it up to about the red zone. And the Jags making quick work of our mistake as now Brayshaw Tunin on the stretch play, jukes back inside, but jukes into a couple of Titans defenders, but get some extra yards. Now second and one, play clock winding down, and a little bit of a condensed gun formation. Trevor Lawrence rolling out of the pocket, looking for somebody, anybody, but time has run out. No more time to look. Just throw it away. Play another down, third and one. Trevor Lawrence dropping back to pass again. A little surprise that Jags are not running, and that is Jeffrey Simmons with the sack. And now the Jags probably thinking they should have ran it, but luckily it does tie up the game anyway at 28 piece with a minute 47 left in the third quarter as Cam Little kicks it out of the back end, so not giving the Titans a chance to return it at all. As now Cam Ward on first and 10 handing it off to Tony Pollard, who had a little bit of a hole, almost went for a touchdown there, but it is closed up very quickly. Is now second and four. Cam Ward off the play action, high passing it for Calvin Early, but he butchers it again. It's okay though, Cam Ward. It's okay. As now third and four, Cam Ward going over the middle for Kimray Dike, who had himself some space, found a way into the zone. As now first attempt from the 33-yard line. We hand it off to Tony Pollard, who breaks one tackle, breaks two tackles. And Tony Pollard, now he decided to stop playing like a power back. I mean, he stopped deciding to play like an elusive back and play more like a power back as we hand it off to him on second and seven. But Devin Lloyd says none of that. Now third and six. Jaguars obviously dialing up a blitz here. Titans pick it up. They go underneath for Okonkwo, who has the first down and more as we have worked our way in the fourth quarter. 8 more minutes to find out who could be a Super Bowl champion, and Calvin Ridley says it will be the Titans who will be advancing. Now the Titans take another 7-point lead with a little under 8 minutes to go in this fourth quarter as Joey slides here to kick it away, and the kickers are not giving the other team a chance to even think about returning it. There will be no more returns in this game, most likely, the way the kickers are playing, as Trevor Lawrence is almost sacked again. He just gets it out in the nick of time. Looked like he was going to go for Brian Thomas Jr. over in the middle there. Did not work out. Now he's going for Brian Thomas Jr., who drops the ball. And you cannot be making those type of mistakes at this point in the game. And Brian Thomas Jr. is looking to make up for it as he burns his defender. And Brian Thomas Jr. will be in to the end zone for a touchdown, tying the game up just like that. And he is calling the team to come celebrate with him as Cam Little has a field goal up and good in this game. in less than or in exactly 20 seconds has been tied up once again, and we had a chance to return it there, but Marcus Harris says nope. Let's just have it at the 25 or the 35-yard line for our offense as Tony Pollard finds another hole on this inside zone. He tries to cut back inside, but it does not fool the Jaguars defenders as there is an injured, I believe that was an injured Jags on the play as Cam Ward dropping back to pass on these PA crossers, one of my favorite plays at Madden, but it does not work out at all. He is actually sacked on that play for a loss of one. Now dropping back to pass it again. Cam Ward going for Tony or Tajay Spears now in the game as he is tackled by Foyesade Lucan at the 15-yard line. Look at that. Anytime we put Tajay Spears in the game, a big play is to follow as Tony Pollard trying to escape from Mr. Madden. But Devin Lloyd says, you know what, Mr. Madden, don't even worry about it. I'm still so confused why he's named Mr. Madden. It's such a funny name as Cam Ward. Dropping back to pass, running out of time. He just throws it. And he cannot be doing that anymore because he almost put his hands into the cookie jar. That would have been a big mistake for us as Cam Ward dropping back to pass it again. Going on the comeback route for El Meyer, who just brings it in now. First to go from the 1 yard line with 5 minutes left to go. The Titans dialing up a read option. Cam Ward keeps it. Cam Ward has space. He jukes back into the end zone for a touchdown, and he looks to get sturdy, but the celebration was cut off as the Titans take another. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to hit the mic, but the Titans take a five or Titans take a 7 point lead with 5 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter as Bashaw Tunin is here to return. And he breaks one tackle, now escaping from another, and he gets it up to the 38-yard line, better than just kneeing it there. As now Trevor Lawrence dropping back to pass, trying to dial the same play that scored him a touchdown on the last drive, or at least a similar play as he escapes from Jonathan Greenyard and Jeffrey Simmons for a 9-yard gain. Now from about midfield, it is deflected by Jeffrey Simmons. He has been a monster on the D line today, making plays when we need it. As Trevor Lawrence going for Brenton Strange, who has himself an easy first down on that little, I guess whatever you want to call it, condensed corner route. As now first and 10, handing it off to Brayshaw Tootin, who is forced the fumble, and Cedric Gray he gets his forced fumble and a fumble recovery. That hit came straight from Newtown. Like, man, oh man, that was a crazy hit. As soon as that play started, you knew what was gonna happen. You just knew that it was gonna be the fumble the way Cedric Gray ran in like that. That was actually insane. As now going for Calvin really deep, he had his step on Travis Hunter, but Cam Ward throws it a little bit too far. And these free four passes, Cam Ward said, we're not doing that anymore. We're not making a comeback, so we don't need those anymore. Just throw the ball regularly. As Tony Pollard gets a 6 yard gain now, 3rd and 4, obviously looking to get this first down and chew out the rest of the clock as we go over the middle for Keen DK, who has the first down, and that is one of our Titans players getting injured, and you cannot get injured when we need it, but it does not matter because Alec Meyer will be easily in for the touchdown, and maybe a little bad decision making from the Titans there. We obviously could have had that first down and just went down. But going back to the injury, come on, Dan Moore. You have a foot contusion. You can't walk off the field with that. You had to waste the trainer's time and you had to stop the clock for a foot contusion. Now, obviously, I don't know the severity of it, but I've had contusions before, and I can say I've definitely been able to at least walk off the field with them before. Like, come on, you could have ran some more clock, but it's okay. We scored the touchdown anyway, and Trevor Lawrence is overthrowing his receivers today. He had an easy first down there, but his throwing accuracy says not, and Trevor Lawrence is almost sacked by Mr. Oh. Now 4th and 10. Jaguars need a miracle here. Titans just need a stop to maybe go to the Super Bowl. Everything's locked down, and Trevor Lawrence is almost sacked by Jeffrey Simmons, but the ball is hit, and for the ball, Trevor Lawrence gets hit as he threw it, and our guy is going to quit, and the Titans are going to the Super Bowl. And man, oh man, I wish we would have gotten to actually finish that game to see the celebrations from the sideline, but it does not matter because I can have celebrations in my head, and the team knows what they did. And it has been an absolute journey. I mean, come on, man. From saying we were just looking to rebuild the team to all of a sudden we're in the Super Bowl. Like, come on. Like, we don't even have like one of the best teams to be in the Super Bowl. Like I'm not trying to call the Titans trash or anything, but I'm just saying for the team we have, to be on this stage, it's truly a thing. As you see here, we're looking at the playoff bracket, and I'll give you guys a little sneak peek right now. Our Super Bowl opponent for next week, or for next video, will be the Green Bay Packers. As you see, they're the 1 and 2 seed going up and at it. And honestly, this that game between the Green Bay Packers could have gone either way. Obviously, I didn't watch the game, or I shouldn't say obviously, because obviously you guys don't know that. But I didn't watch the game. But from the score, the Green Bay Packers won, I believe, 37 to 35. I don't know if it was like off of a game-winning field or what happened, because I obviously I didn't watch the game, so I don't know what happened. All I know is that it was a really close game. It came down to like some of the last plays, but I mean, what can I really even say for real? But actually, I guess I have 2 minutes in this video, so I guess I'll go over it, a little bit of all-season schedule. So, um, I don't know. I told you guys this already. So, like, while all these playoffs were going on, I was like majorly sick. So, something for the off season, there will not be like a video on any off season stuff. So, talking about draft, free agency, preseason stuff. Well, preseason not really because I was sick. That's just because nothing happened in preseason. I was not able to find a user who wanted to play this game. So that's why there's just, but mostly the whole fact there's just not going to be any preseason stuff or any all season stuff. I was sick for the draft and I was sick for free agency. And I didn't even make any moves in free agency, so it doesn't really matter. But other than that, that's going to be it for me in this video. And you guys will see us in the next video in the Super Bowl taking on these Green Bay Packers. Obviously looking to bring that trophy home. But other than that, that's it for me. Peace out. I hope you guys enjoyed the video.